From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
It's going to be cold tonight as we drop out of the 20s into the teens. And we're headed for the low to mid-teens. So this is going to be one of those nights where you need to leave the faucet dripping before you head to bed. And we're also going to deal with wind chills that are really low during the overnight toward our Thursday morning as well, because we'll have gusty north winds of 15 to 20 miles per hour, sustained over 10. And with low to mid-teens for air temperatures, that's going to send the wind chill values down into the lower single digits, if not very close to zero. So you're going to have to dress in layers and also bring the pets in. It's going to be one of those things where the cold is not unheard of by any means. We're not trying to grab attention or be clickbaity with it when we say that it's dangerous, no matter if we've dealt with it before or not. That doesn't have anything to do with it being a danger if you don't use common sense to protect yourself and your pets and your friends from it. That's what we mean by that. But you're going to have to take those common sense steps if you're going to be exposed to that type of cold for any length of time because of frostbite concerns and hypothermia concerns. Dropping through the 20s tonight into the teens, low to mid-teens by daybreak across southern middle Tennessee. Mid to upper teens, maybe a few folks staying near 20 near the Tennessee River toward northwest Alabama. We gradually but steadily clear out the clouds here to where we get some sunshine by midday and afternoon on a Thursday. That's important because temperatures are only going to be into the 20s for daytime highs, but that solar radiation from the sun onto the pavement will warm the pavement temperatures faster than the air temperatures get warmed up. So even though we're in the 20s with the air temperatures, the pavement temperatures will get above freezing for a little while. So anything that refreezes on the roadways tonight will have some chance of thawing out and drying out a bit as we head into our Thursday. However, if there is any remnant moisture left around by sunset on Thursday, it's going to refreeze again Thursday night and the Friday morning as we get down into the lower teens and the upper single digits with wind chills near or just below zero. We are above freezing by Friday afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds, and then we do start to warm things up going into the weekend. 40s on Saturday, 50s on Sunday with partial sunshine, and we're into the 60s by next week. We just have to get through the next few days before we do get to that warmer weather. So in the morning, low to mid-teens for a large part of us, wind chill values, lower single digits or a little bit lower. The best we do for a daytime high is the upper 20s. Even colder by Friday morning, lower teens to upper single digits for air temperatures, wind chills near or just below zero, but we do start to warm up quickly Friday into especially the weekend and early next week, and by the first half of next week, we're into the mid-60s for highs with overnight lows Tuesday morning back into the mid-40s, well above freezing. These are the basic things you just need to think about when we have cold weather of this caliber. Again, it's nothing that we've never seen before. We've already had temperatures this cold already this winter season. However, just because you have it every year or every couple of years or more than once in a winter doesn't make it any less dangerous if you don't do these very common sense things that you need to think about to protect yourself and your family. Bring your pets inside. Make sure your livestock, because they can't come inside if they're larger animals, of course, so they need shelter outdoors, but in an enclosed area. They need food. They need fresh water. Home prep and fire safety you need to think about, like dripping faucets tonight and tomorrow night. Make sure the pipes are wrapped if they are exposed directly to the air. And also think fire safety with the space heaters, not plugging them into extension cords, not plugging them into power strips. Make sure they are plugged directly into the wall outlet. Make sure there's a space of a few feet around them. And if you prepped your vehicle for last month, it's still good, but it's a good idea just to check that coolant and your battery and your tire pressure just in case. And if you're going to travel during this really cold weather, make sure that you have a blanket and other basic necessities in your car in case you have unrelated car trouble and you're on the side of the road for a little while. Dropping out of the 20s into the teens overnight, low to mid-teens for many of us toward daybreak. And then the best we do is upper 20s tomorrow, but like we talked about, There will still be some thawing on the roadways from anything that refreezes overnight because of that solar radiation onto the pavement. But then if there's anything left over Thursday night, it refreezes again as we get down to low teens to upper single digits. Wind chill values both mornings, lower single digits to near zero, but we do start to warm things up late weekend to especially the weekend and early next week. Mid 60s by Tuesday with our next rain chance toward the middle of next week. That's your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna is in the Weather Center tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. with your wake up weather forecast.